Hi guys, welcome to Hot Dad Pod, where we have love is in the air. We have Valentine's Day just around the corner.
It sure is.
We're gonna just kind of give maybe some stories of Valentine's past.
I want to touch up on the fact that it's clearly a holiday for women.
It is?
Yeah, it is. It's and you know when I say that out loud, the only holiday that I think is truly co-ed is Christmas. Probably, obviously, well.
What about Halloween?
I mean Halloween, but like I was thinking, I guess like holidays where you get
each other gifts.
Gifts, yeah. Because even Father's Day, it's not as it doesn't have the hype that Mother's Day has. There's a lot of things that have changed in this world since I've been a kid. I mean, cell phones, Blu-ray. Now there's not even, but now it's 4K. The one thing that hasn't changed at all, are the fucking commercials for Valentine's Day and Father's Day. The shit that guys get is like, I don't want to see any more Craftsman tool
I mean,
on my fucking television. I don't want to see any of that bullshit. Guys get fucking just the shit end of the stick on. Well, let's keep it on Valentine's Day. On Valentine's Day. Matter of fact, it's not the fact that we get the shit end of the stick, but we have to. It's the expectation of us is to go so far above and beyond, where at least compensate us with something. Which I guess maybe. I mean, I'm trying not to make it about sex. I guess there's that type of compensation.
it's a good compensation.
It is. It is. But it's like it's just such a shit holiday. Now, me and my wife, we don't really do anything on Valentine's Day. Like I'll get her flowers maybe, but like especially now where we're trying to save money, like if she sees me buy $40 worth of roses, she'd be like, we could have used that $40 for something else, but we'll have dinner, maybe throw one in, but
Yeah, I suppose Valentine's Day, obviously, I imagine if I had to guess, is more female centric. I don't feel the pressure to have to do anything special for Valentine's. As we're talking, me and my wife haven't even discussed Valentine's Day, what we're gonna do. Usually, yeah, we have like dinner or something like that. Even to go back to Christmas and everything, even birthdays, we don't really exchange gifts. I don't know. We just genuinely appreciate each other for the most part, so we don't need to have these extravagant things for these holidays or these specific dates. Yeah, every once in a while. I'm sure, like, when we first started dating, that very first Valentine's Day,
yes.
Yeah, there's pressure there because there's expectation. You're still filling the person out, and
you're selling yourself.
Yeah,
I always tell my wife that. It's like, listen, when you first start dating someone, you're both used car salesmen. You're trying to sell yourself to the other person, not just for to get laid, but also just hey, like me. I think it could have been my wife's birthday, but I think one of our first Valentine's Day, I cooked for her. Now it's like I cook all the time and she cooks all the time. But back then we were in college, so it was something that it wasn't one of my skill sets. Mm-hmm. And I cooked her favorite her favorite soup, which is cream of chicken and wild rice, which to this day I've never done ever. But it was actually really good.
I felt like maybe you put your cock between like a hot dog bun.
No. And we had like a romantic dinner at home. I cooked everything, had candle, flowers, all that stuff. But like looking back, I'm like, oh, like that was like nowhere was that for me, like at all. I don't know if she got me something. I wouldn't be able to remember. But yeah, like just how like society views it, like the shit you see on TV, the ads you see on your phone, on Instagram, on Groupon, and all that stuff. It's like 100 to 1 when it comes to female stuff versus stuff for guys. And then usually the stuff for guys is something stupid like heart boxers or fucking like just like shit like that, cock rings.
And that's not for me. That's just so I can last longer for you. But Yeah, I mean, I don't honestly. I don't pay too close attention to any of the advertisement except when it's like someone's chocolate butthole. Um,
Which it's a thing, by the way.
yeah, I'm sure everyone listening to this has like come
Just
across
in
it.
case,
But
it's a thing.
yeah, you can get like a mold of your butthole and then get your butthole molded basically, and then turn into a Hershey Kiss. I guess I my wife does a pretty good job of, I guess, making me feel appreciated. So if there's one day throughout the year that I have to show a little extra appreciation, I don't mind it. It's not like it's expected. I definitely, if she expected something extravagant every Valentine's Day, that'd probably be like we just probably wouldn't be together. I mean, if our relationship is built on me doing something super special for you on Valentine's Day, we probably don't have much of a relationship. But like going to Father's Day, like I usually love my Father's Day. Usually, my wife kind of just lets me do whatever I want. There's always like a neat little gift for my son and everything, and I appreciate it. I don't need anything special for Father's Day, and I don't do anything special for her on Mother's Day. I'm not like, I don't buy her like the only piece of jewelry I've ever bought my wife is our engagement, or is her engagement ring. That is it. Like she's not really into that stuff, so maybe it's a little easier for me.
Yeah.
But with that said, again, like if you get in a relationship with someone who expects these things,
That's on you.
yeah, exactly. Like don't get that
Yeah.
all of a sudden like 10 years in and be like, this is fucking stupid. Like
Yeah.
you guys kind of, and if there is a problem, here's an idea, talk it out.
Yeah, I mean, you brought up a good point where it's like never in a million years would you ever catch me. I mean, I might date a person like that, but not stay with them. It's just the moment I see any sort of like materialistic. I need to get babied here and there, and don't get me wrong, like I don't mind babying, but it has to be more of like I want to do it for you versus a fucking like demand, and I just want to. I just wouldn't do that. I would not date someone that I have to spend $5,000 on Valentine's Day for. Like, I know, guys that have like just every Valentine's Day they just empty out their wallets. They buy them like a fucking
Baby dicks.
Yeah, like Dolce and Gabbana or a fucking like a Louis bag and like shit like that. Like my wife, if I could get my wife a Louis bag, she'd be like, "What the fuck is this for? And how much is this?" Like it's stupid. And there's also that one thing. If you guys are new to the podcast that we talked about during like the holiday episode, where I'm awful to buy for, and so is my wife. My wife's just like me. We're like, if it's something that we want, we're gonna get. I've gotten my wife jewelry in the past, but I usually know what she needs. Like she was running out of earrings, so I got her an earring, but it was kind of like a replacement, not like here. For the most part, we both buy each other everything that we need, and we don't even. It's hard to shop for us. So there's that where it's a good excuse for at least my wife and I specifically to just this is a stupid holiday. It's a waste of money. It's just another way to spend money that we don't need to. I'd rather, what I'd rather do if I had extra cash, and obviously if work allowed it, for both my wife and I, take like a quick little weekend trip somewhere,
sure.
not necessarily like one of those like fuck rooms, like I can't think of what it's called right now, but there's like a couple of those like places where like the bed spins, there's a waterfall, and shit. Like I don't need all that to get to get me going, but just like a quick little getaway,
Yeah.
I think I'd rather do that,
Something with some whips and chains.
not necessarily, but just like the venue itself, because I'll tell you what, I get more out of that, like.
Yeah. Me and my wife, and so we usually try to like once a month have like a date night.
Yeah.
For the most part, hand the kid off to one of the grandparents and like go out to the city or something, or even not even like go out to. We live in Chicagoland area, maybe go out to Naperville for an evening or something like that, and like spend the night there, just like to be young and single again, sort of thing. So Valentine's Day might fall into that category of like taking our date night for the month, but we don't usually. I mean, again, we're in the Midwest, so it's usually cold as fuck around here. We don't usually do that during the winter months for the most part.
Yeah, I'd rather have it just be like a date night, you know, like and that's probably what it's gonna be this Valentine's Day. Like we'll probably just go out to dinner. We're probably even gonna bring the kid with. It is what it is, you know. And just kind of like just enjoy our company. But we definitely don't dive into like all this bullshit. But going back to, you know, if you were to get a guy something, I got a list right here, and this was taken from Cosmopolitan. It is the top
Okay, that's the list we were talking about.
top 75 gifts to get
75?
men.
Jesus
75.
Christ.
We're not gonna go through
Yeah,
all of them
that's-
because we'll be here all day.
Condense this list.
And I want to see how stupid and shitty this fucking list is because, again, first of all, I don't really think that women have a. This kind of goes back to our misconception of, or things that women don't know about men. I don't think women understand what guys like. Yeah, at the end of the day, where there's really, I don't understand what the confusion is because guys, for the most part, are really open about things that they like. Where women, on the other hand, a lot of it is just fucking, a guessing game for the most part. But let's go with this list and see what the fuck they think we actually like. Number one. Actually, I'm going to skip number one because it's stupid. It already pisses me off. Number two, a braided leather bracelet. Like, what the fuck? Who wants that?
Nope.
Even if listen, I don't like wearing accessories. I mean, I have my Apple Watch just because it's a watch and my wedding ring, and which I don't even have on right now. And that's already too many for my hands. I don't like accessories. But if I was into bracelets and necklaces and shit like that, get the fuck out of here.
He's into chokers. That's what he wants.
Yeah.
Okay, honey, get him a choker.
The next one is a weighted blanket.
Okay, well, first of all, I got a weighted blanket. They're awesome. So
I don't like
literally my
something-
wife's Christmas gift for me.
I tried so
She knows me.
I tried a weighted blanket once.
Makes me sweat a lot though.
That's the thing. I'm all about cooling. I have a cooling bed. I have cooling sheets. That doesn't mean I don't freeze to death in my room, but I definitely don't want to be hot. And I also have a kind of like a claustrophobia thing.
Claustrophobia.
Clasta. Showed I'm from Illinois.
Classic phobia.
I'm a little claustrophobic, and it's just a feeling of being strangled. The one thing that I did enjoy about it is sometimes when you are under like regular covers, sometimes your feet kind of get tangled up, or this just kind of lays on you, and then you could like get up, go to the bathroom, you don't have to redo everything. It's literally like the flap.
I have like restless legs, and it's like nice on that. But again, like usually about 15 minutes with it, I gotta take it off for like another 15 because I'm literally just sweating my ass off.
Next one,
Literally.
I'm actually okay with this one. You're getting there, but it also depends on your partner. Apple AirPods. It doesn't have to be Apple AirPods, but just headphones in general, like maybe
like Beats headphones.
Yeah,
the
or-
AirPods I think are douchey.
I have wireless headphones that you just go in the ear, which are awesome to work out in because they don't get tangled and they're not hot and sweaty like a fucking
Like the Rocks headphones, they just look cool and they're the Rocks. So,
But if you're like on
who
a
doesn't like
treadmill,
the
you're
Rock?
sweating your ass off.
Yeah,
Like,
but they're good for sweat or something.
yeah,
I didn't
fuck
really
that.
read into it very much.
It gets really hot in my ear. I like the ones that go just in my ear because it's just I almost forget they're in there. So I'm okay with this one.
It's an expensive gift. I don't like it.
There's that too. Like if you get good.
Maybe
listen,
a Christmas gift. That's a good Christmas gift.
Headphones are one of those things where you're not going to find a good one cheap.
Yep.
Like you have to spend money, and unfortunately now most of like the really really good headphones are going to be at least over $100.
Mm-hmm.
Or else if you want any type of bass, you're going to have to spend at least $100. So do I want her to spend $100? I guess it's like I'd expect my wife to maybe like if she wants to get me something, if it's in the budget and we're doing something like that, sure. I probably would not expect it from like a girlfriend. I'd be like, this is too much. But then again, my wife once upon a time got me the Xbox 360. So, but that was also like 5 years into the relationship. That wasn't like like a first 6 month type of gift.
And that's also something that you're definitely going to get the bang for the buck out of in like the first week playing it. Like,
And now we're going back to the shit. A leather electronic organizer case. Basically, it's like a
For like
little
your iPad or something.
even smaller than that. It looks like it's a case where you can put your phone.
You
your
lost me at leather.
Your external battery pack. It's literally like this. It's like, well, yeah, for people listening, you can't see it. It's essentially like
It's like
a
little man purse.
yeah, like the size of what do you call this thing that you put around?
Fanny pack. It's very European.
It's the size of a fanny pack without the strap.
Okay, it's stupid.
Right. What the fuck am I gonna do with it? So yeah, no, thank you. Compact air fryer. Isn't that for you? That ain't for me. I mean, it might be for him.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I don't. Again, it's just that's not very romantic.
right.
Like,
It's not a gift. Like that's a gift you get for the
That's
household.
a Father's Day gift.
Yeah, because it's for the household.
Yeah.
I mean, like you get that for the house, like a grill.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
You don't get like, hey, happy Valentine's Day. Here's an air fryer. Fuck you. That's for you.
Yeah.
Next one. Okay, you're getting me. A VR headset. That's cool.
Yeah.
Watch some porn.
Yeah, I
you
mean-
know, play some games. I'm a big fan of electronics too, so there's
Yeah,
that.
you're a big kid.
Yeah,
I think this is the issue. Is you like childish things.
I like things you can plug in. I like things I could use. I have used VR headsets in the past. I think they're really cool. They're expensive. Like a good one, like the ones that you don't need to slide your phone in, like the what's it called? Obsolete? No, There's a big one out there
Obsidian. I don't know.
that's like $300-400, and it's like I don't want that as a Valentine's Day gift. That's a lot. Like that's something I will get myself
I could not give a flying fuck about a VR headset.
because you haven't tried it.
I don't care.
You haven't tried it.
Cool. It might be cool at like Best Buy trying it
No,
on. I don't give a fuck.
It's cool.
Okay.
It's cool.
They
It's cool.
see what you're doing.
There's a couple things you can
I've seen
do.
too many videos of like people trying to fuck couches with those things. So
It's yeah. So I've seen porn through them once, and it's insane. I have to take it off because I forget where I'm at, and I'm like, my wife's gonna come in
Yeah.
here, and I'm gonna be air fucking like your dog. She's like, as an inside joke, he has a little min
miniature
pin.
pincher.
And when he really gets going, he starts humping things. He'll
keep
drop the object he's humping, but he's
keep
still like
going.
in the air with his hind legs. And yeah, that's,
He's got that stamina.
next one, a camera, kind of like what. Literally, it's almost the same camera we got going on right now. Again, I like it because it's electronic, but I mean, this camera was like $800. Like, I don't want someone to spend that money on me.
Again, that like it seems like I guess if that's the thing, it's a couple's gift. Hey, let's get a camera together. She's gonna use the camera more than I. By the way, I got my iPhone. That's pretty much all I need. I don't give a flying fuck about a camera. I got your camera I get to use here, so we're
Right.
good. We're good.
A skull cap, like a winter skull cap. What the fuck? Like, I guess if I wanted one,
Yeah, I
maybe,
suppose
but it's not very Valentine's Day gift.
You get me like a Chicago Bears one. I get a ball cap for if you need to get me something. Fine, it's something I'll use and it's not expensive. It meets the requirements.
Yep. Next one is we got a duffel bag, a scarf. Like these. Here's the thing. You might have someone that wants one of these things. Like I actually skipped through one of them. It was like a beer.
But with that said, I could see a guy getting a woman a scarf for Valentine's Day. So
Yeah,
like,
but here, hold on. So there's like the beer's bucket list, which I don't care about that, but we know one guy that would be into that, and he's probably
That's what
listening to this. So shout out to you.
probably get that for his wife so he could use it himself.
All right. So here's the thing, though. You might be dating someone or marry someone that is into everything that we just said. Maybe they do want a scarf. But you flip that coin and you look on TV and you see what the commercials are, and it's like, get her this $5,000 like necklace or a fucking like a bag, like everything. It's like so much more like, get this heart to truly show her that you love her. It's this pendant with two pieces of a heart, and they clip together to show them that it's for real. Shut the fuck up. I'm not going to spend money on that bullshit. That's stupid. First of all, there's only one jewelry that should say, I love you, and that's a fucking engagement ring. After that, suck my dick.
A promise ring.
Get the fuck out of here. Your promise ring.
I mean,
wasn't there another one?
I'm sure there's probably like a a promise to the promise ring. I don't know, fucking what's the thing you put around their
And
vagina?
a chastity belt.
Yeah, I mean these
and I like you ring.
yeah. With all that said, like these are also. It's hard for me to get this worked up about advertisements because they're getting suckers out there that are gonna buy it and things like that. Like ultimately, yeah, it's dumb and meaningless, but just doesn't. It's not applicable to me.
See, I think, and now I've been kind of. I'm going to admit I've been kind of lazy lately. Going to like flowers really quick. Flowers get upcharged up the ass around Valentine's Day. Like a normal, like if you get like a dozen roses on a normal day, I think it's like what, $15 maybe.
I usually clip them out of my neighbor's garden.
No more than 20. But when it's like Valentine's Day, it's like $10 a rose. Like it's insane the upcharge for something that's gonna fucking sit there, wither and die within like a week, if you're lucky, and if you take care of it. I'd rather just one day surprise her with flowers. You know, first of all, from my history with not just my wife but my exes, that goes further, I think, in their enjoyment of it than on. Like, oh, well, Valentine's Day. Okay, I get it. You know, just like the surprise factor of just, oh, you thought of me. Thank you for this. Also, they last longer. Like I've had some flowers I've given my wife, but that shit lasted like a month. Anything I've ever bought on Valentine's Day, that shit is fucking just dead in 3 days.
I usually just like throw a bag of popcorn in the microwave and put my dick through it when she's eating it.
Bookshelf.
Who reads books?
I
I have a Kindle.
A fucking bookshelf. I mean, I like that they're kind of thinking outside the box. I guess I'll give them that. Here's a good one.
75 seems like a pretty tall task to come up with a list, by the way. So some of these are probably grasping at straws.
Yeah. This is actually pretty. Again, it all depends on the person. This would work with me. A beard wash and beard conditioner. You know, that kind of. I feel like that's a little bit more Valentine's Day-y because obviously she feels the beard. You know, it's physical hygiene, I guess. You know, I don't know. I'm happy with that one. I'll take it. Men's moccasin slippers. See, that's what we get for Father's Day as well and Christmas. Like, I stop with the fucking slippers. Like, okay.
I actually, by the way, need a pair of slippers. So I've needed them for about 4 years now. So if you could add to the Christmas, Father's Day, or Valentine's list, that'd be great, sweetheart.
I have a ton of slippers because I might be able to hook you up with slippers.
Okay.
Because we're doing like a $10 sale.
Can you get me a? Never mind.
We'll talk about this off air.
I was gonna say something else that's inappropriate.
But yeah, I think slippers, lazy gift. I think it's a go-to. You know, it's a lazy gift when you go to like department stores and it's like in the middle of the aisle.
I mean, with that said, like a bracelet from like a jeweler is a lazy gift. If you ask me, it's expensive, but it's lazy.
Yeah, but I guess like if you do like a Pandora bracelet where it kind of has meaning, like if you get like the charms and shit like that,
sure,
that's okay. Like what I read earlier, the like plain ass leather bracelet, I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
That sounds pretty nice.
Thank God I didn't say shells. If it had shells in it, I'm divorced. But yeah, I think slippers for guys and for women too. I mean, listen, don't get me wrong, I'm buying it for my wife, but it's kind of like in your case where it's something that you needed. So I'm like, okay, I'll get this because you need it. But just like, it's basically slippers are the go-to. I don't know what to get this person gift.
See, I guess with all this said, men are stupid. All I usually get my wife, if I do get her a gift for Valentine's Day, is like lingerie, and it's a gift for me. But like, she's like, here's a gift for you, but it's for me. Like, you gotta know how to. It's like turning a negative into a positive, turning your weakness into a strength,
which a lot of guys do. I
Yeah.
mean, a lot of guys do go to Victoria's Secret and get lingerie and stuff. Like I've gotten my wife like scented shit.
I mean, I don't go into Victoria's Secret. That'd be weird. I'd like go online.
I go to Victoria's Secret.
Yeah, well, I'm not sorry. It's hard.
They do sell stuff for guys.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just sitting there looking at panties.
Have you ever thought?
Why is a guy smelling panties over there?
Have I ever told you about my what they should do with that company is they should make like a Victor's Secret and have it like be like this, like there's this image. if you look
Just
up
banana
like
hammocks everywhere.
no, just like so. There's this image of this fat guy with like a really really bushy chest. I'm pretty sure he's Russian, and he has this medallion of a cross on his chest, and he would be the owner. He'd be like, Victor, welcome to Victor's Secret, and it's just all these like just.
Sounds really rapey, by the way.
Weird. Well, yeah, because it's for dudes.
Yeah.
They have like all these like European underwear with like thongs for men and shit like that. I think it would be a hot sell. Victor's Secret.
Yeah, I mean, I own a Speedo.
Yeah, that kind of shit.
Yeah, so it's comfortable.
But no, they do sell cologne for men. So I did buy one once because it smelled really good. My only issue with it was it didn't last long. I felt like I had to continue. It's like when you get cologne.
It's usually what my wife has an issue with me on Valentine's Day.
Ew! It's like when you buy cologne or like perfume too, for that matter, at like places like not to shit on you guys. I own it. So like Arrow or fucking like American Eagle type of shit. Like those type of like colognes and stuff. They smell good, but they just don't have the potency of like if you get like Dolce & Gabbana cologne or a fucking Kenneth Cole. Like obviously they're $100 for a reason. That's actually
Status.
another thing that you wanna like. If you want to get good colognes, it's not cheap. Cheap cologne usually fades into bullshit.
I say use milk magnesium.
Yes, inside joke. Yeah. This right here might take the cake for like one of the dumbest ones, as in gifts. A yoga mat. First of all,
What, are we gonna fuck on it?
you have to go. First of all, the guy has to take yoga.
Yeah.
I guess, and that's. I mean, I'm not saying I'm anti-yoga. I'm
just saying I've never seen you do yoga. So if your wife got you a yoga mat for Valentine's Day,
that's just kind of like a stupid gift. Flannel shirt. I guess I don't mind it if it's a good looking shirt because like I'd probably like wear it that night or like if we're going out to dinner like I'll wear it. Again, it's more like on me. Same thing with the beard thing. It's like
say that goes great with my beard.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't own a robe, so maybe if I got one, I would.
Like shaving kit. I don't know.
Is there like
shirts? A fucking speaker, a guitar.
Maybe like some sexy underwear with like an elephant on front that I put my dick through the trunk.
A Nintendo Switch. I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean,
well, like you said,
I'd rather have a PS4.
A corduroy pants.
People wear corduroy pants now? Is that coming back?
That's like really specific.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I mean, ultimately, what I'm taking from this list is how about you just know your significant other and buy them a gift specifically off of that?
Yeah, but according to the list, it's like if you have issues like thinking of gift ideas, go this way. Here's my thing about why corduroy. Like that's really really specific. Like how did corduroy beat like jeans or khakis or dress pants?
Slacks.
Like it should be like the last one. I should see. You know what? I haven't seen yet. That probably could go on here like PJ. You know, like
PJs.
Or as in like
you said it funny.
I did because I was gonna say something
PJs.
Else. I said PJs, but I wanted to say it was like lounge pants.
Yeah.
You know, like I think that'd be kind of better.
A nice wife beater. Sorry, tank top.
Fucking picture frame.
I put your picture away.
A lot of these are just like random shots in the dark. I get what they're trying to do. You know, they're trying to just basically.
I feel like it's a guy that made this list because it's terrible.
This was an advertisement. I was going to say like they got it's a Grand Theft Auto. But it was an advertisement. More shorts, more stuff like that. Anyway, a lot of this list. It seems like to be a shot at the dark. Here we go. Everyday pants.
This is
that is. At the end of the day, regardless, I do think guys get fucking hosed on these holidays. I've definitely have given more than I have received. At the end of the day, you know what I want? I'd rather have like my wife or girlfriend or boyfriend or my significant other get hammered, lose their inhibitions, and do some nasty ass shit in bed. I'd rather have that. That's my gift.
Who's your boyfriend?
I made it
Freudian
general.
slip.
No,
Freudian slip.
I made it general for all parties. Like that.
Sounds like someone wants some anal lube for Valentine's Day.
some KY. I'd rather have that. I don't I don't need gifts. But if you are gonna get me something, again, there's no way she's gonna know what I want because I already got it, and the stuff that I do want, it's like at least $1,000.
Ultimately, this entire pod, you guys are probably going to come to realize this really doesn't even kind of apply to us. I mean, men in general, whatever. Valentine's Day is a Hallmark holiday that's dedicated to companies trying to get money from your wife. They really are. They're trying to take advantage of lazy, dumb men who don't think things through, and they're just like, here's your $5,000 ring or something.
Right.
I didn't know what I did, but it's, to make the holiday what you want.
Right.
The best thing my wife could get me is a babysitter for our child. And yes, let's have a nice dinner together. Maybe have a couple of adult beverages and
get a hotel.
End the night with some sort of quick intercourse.
You actually brought a good point because you know how I said that like slippers is lazy. I think like sometimes getting jewelry is also lazy because it's like a go-to. You think she's gonna like it because that's what you're programmed to like. Where at the end of the day, guys, and I'm talking to like men here right now specifically, know your significant other, because if you know your significant other and you are in a relationship where you do get each other gifts, it's a whole lot cheaper if you get them something that's a little bit more memorable.
Yeah, and ultimately, like, I could get my wife a bracelet and she'd be like, oh, okay. Like, I wouldn't even know what to get her. She probably wouldn't care that much about it. But if I, like, did, like, a water painting of myself in the nude, she'd probably really appreciate it.
Yep. I just had a visual. Another thing for guys, if you are struggling to get them something and you didn't pay attention for the last year of what to get them, I'm a big fan of Pandora. There's a lot of charms that you could add. Here's the thing: Pandora is kind of like the gift that keeps on giving, because you don't want to fill up the bracelet with like 1,000 charms right off the bat. You want to get them a Pandora and then maybe a couple charms, and then keep adding on. And the reason why that's a pretty smart gift is because once you get her the bracelet and a couple charms to start off her bracelet with, if you ever run into trouble of what to get them, just get them another charm. Like it's an easy go-to pull in case of emergency kind of gift. Most women like it. It does. I mean, I obviously it's not something meant for guys, but it is cool to have like a if I did enjoy having any type of hand jewelry, to have a bracelet where you could add personal charms like
different Call of Duty emblems.
Yeah. Like my wife has one where she has like a softball because she played softball. She has one for her daughter. She has a paw print for like, because she's a big dog, lover. I'm pretty sure she has like a little husky in there too. So it's they like to collect things that are important to them in their life, and they put them on the bracelet. So it's a fucking genius idea. This is not getting promoted by Pandora. So, don't worry about that. But if you are struggling, that's a really, really good go-to. But after that, I think what ultimately should be what you do on Valentine's Day is either nothing, or a date night.
Yeah, how about have a conversation with your wife about it?
That's the other thing. Like, know what she wants. Like, because she might think it's stupid just like you do. But it might be something where, if you have the opportunity, maybe like prior to kids and you want to, or even with kids, get a babysitter, like you said, and go out and do something that you don't usually do. Like my wife and I, the other day, we went to go see Korn. Her and I threw out Korn, as in the band, by the way. We didn't go see like a fucking plant.
It's delicious.
Yeah. We just, both of us standing at the Jewel or at the grocery store, just staring at Korn, like, some good corn right there.
That's gonna get in my ass.
Yeah. We've her and I we've gone to a lot of concerts in our relationship since we started. It's kind of our thing. It's a good way to go out. What's crazy, and I was talking to you about it, I really didn't even want to do it. It was like sometimes it's hard to get motivated to do something, go out, but it was a blast. The moment we were out, it was a ton of fun. We had a great night. spend quality time with your wife, and you did something that you yourself like doing. Obviously find something that maybe is, have common interest. I think another cool date is going to watch stand up.
Oh yeah.
I've seen stand up a few times, and it's
Just be careful sitting in the front row because some comedians might,
kind of pick on you. Yeah. But it's fun. It's definitely funnier live because you're also amongst
It's the atmosphere.
right. It's like, have you ever seen like a comedy, as in like a movie at a theater, and you laugh your fucking tits off, and then you come home and you watch it again, it's not that funny anymore. It's because you were laughing because there's like 500 other people fucking laughing too. So dinner, a show, even theater, not necessarily like opera, but like when you went to go see what's his face?
Oh, Dak Shepard.
Yeah.
We also saw Hamilton.
There you go.
I was actually I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. We had terrible seats though.
I have seen plays in the past, and I've never had a bad time. I definitely probably would not be into opera. It's just that's really pushing it. But even a play, even if you don't think you're gonna like it, Casino
Hamilton's
Night.
a good example of like I was like, I don't, whatever. She wants to see it. I've heard good things, and we saw it. And I'm like, oh, that was really good.
I've heard that, and I've been meaning to go and see this. The Book of Mormon is supposed to be really good because it's by the makers of South Park. It's the same guys. So like, yeah, it's just a show. If you're even like, if you live in warm weather, like just fucking go to the zoo, maybe. I don't know, a theme park. I would personally rather have like a cool date night,
Yeah.
But again, it all depends on what your interests are and what her interests are. Like something that's kind of nerdy that my wife and I like doing is, and we've done in the past, not so much now, it's obviously since we've had a kid, but we go to the museum.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Here it's called the Shed Aquarium, but we go to the aquarium. We like going to the zoo. We've gone to the zoo even before kids. Like there's things that are out there that they sometimes maybe, oh, that's kind of nerdy or stupid. It's fun. It's just getting out of your house and just being able to like have a day with your significant other. That's at the end of the day, that's the point.
Spending a day with someone you love can be enjoyable no matter what you do.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's hopefully you guys got some good ideas and good ideas of not to get something for someone, and have a happy Valentine's Day. Stay safe. Not that you go crazy. I guess you know what sucks about Valentine's here in the Midwest? You said earlier, it's cold as fuck. And February usually is like snow month. Like
we had like tomorrow. We're recording this on Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday. It's supposed to snow all day tomorrow, and then Friday will be Valentine's Day.
Yeah, so it's like it's sometimes it's tough because it's like nobody wants to go outside when there's like 8 inches of snow.
Yeah, I don't mind the cold so much. Sometimes it makes things a little bit more romantic sometimes, like nestle up by a fire. But when you have to like tread through like the slush and the snow, fuck it. Maybe if it's just freshly snowing, it adds a little bit of romanticism, but usually it doesn't.
No.
Kind of faded in the early 20s.
I'd rather stay indoors than give you another different type of 8 inches. Yeah. Boom. But yeah, so have a wonderful week. We'll see you next Monday, probably. Fuck you, Brad. Good luck with your fucking and have a good one.
Bye.